Aries for Friday. Let's see, Father, what do we have for Aries for Friday? We got the Four of Wands. Oh my gosh, a really happy and pleasant home here. You could be thinking about some things going out for the weekend, or just having a really good family night. It's just a peaceful home. Even if you're by yourself, I'm just seeing a peaceful home environment. Things really, really feeling at peace. You know, you could even be organizing some things. I'm seeing somebody like putting things where they need to be. You know, maybe all week you were kind of like taking off your clothes, putting them here, putting them there, putting them all over the place. But I'm seeing like, you know, very peaceful home. Maybe even lighting a candle or something like that. Because I'm seeing like a candle lit, or it has to do something about freshening up the place or something like that, okay? Organizing and freshening up the place to make everything feel like home, very homey, okay? Your hidden energy is the Five of Cups and the Sun. Oh my gosh, this is after yesterday. I believe you got the Five of Cups yesterday, which was kind of just a day. It was a feeling. It was it was a one-off. You know, I always say that because sometimes it's just a day. It's one of those days that I want to be all alone. So I'm just saying, you know, with that being said, we got the Five of Cups here, which I believe you got yesterday, Aries. And that Five of Cups shows me everything I need to know. It was one of those days, and now it's sunshine. Now it's like, okay, now we can be happy about some things. Now we can find some things to be joyful about. And sometimes all it takes is a good cry. All you need sometimes is a good, like, oh my gosh, this has been a lot. You know, you can vent, okay? Vent off a little bit. It's not even about crying sometimes. Five of Cups is all about, you know, maybe sadness, or just, you know, finding things that are wrong. Just to identify them. Just to point them out. Just to say, all right, this is going wrong, this is going wrong, this is going wrong. And then when you finally find things that are wrong, then you can say, this is how I can correct it. This is what makes me happy. I'm going to do the things that make me happy instead. So I'm seeing something like that, because the Sun card is a beautiful card. Like I said, a very happy home. The Sun card is all about happiness and joy, finding that inner joy and that inner peace within. So that's how your weekend is going to go. I love it, because it's one of those things where, like I said, it was a one-off day. You were kind of like, you know, complaining about everything. Everything felt like it was going wrong at the same time. And I just heard that song, Shackles by Mary Mary. She's like, everything that could go wrong, I went wrong at one time. So much pressure fell on me. I thought I was gonna lose my mind. But take the shackles off my feet so I can dance, okay? So now it's your time to dance. Now it's your time to really start feeling good. And I'm seeing some music being played too. So if you haven't organized your house or your home or whatever, wherever you stay at, put that music on, let it do its thing. And make yourself feel at home again. That's what I have for you. I hope this helps and bless. Thank you so much, Aries. Taurus for Friday. Hello, Taurus. Let's see, Father, what do we have? Oh, it came sideways. You're losing patience with someone right now, okay? I'm not even seeing this being something. Seven of Pentacles upright is like, okay, you know, I've planted the seeds right now, and, you know, I see that it needs time to grow. So I'm not going to just sit here and watch the grass grow. I'm not going to worry about it, because I know it's going to grow, because I keep watering it, I take care of it, and I walk away. But the Seven of Pentacles sideways is giving the indication of you're losing patience with somebody. It's like you planted a seed of wisdom in somebody, and they're just not getting it. They're just not understanding something. And it's frustrating to you. You're like, geez, how many times I gotta tell you? You know, but it's their lesson. You gotta back up a little bit and be a lot more patient with this person. Whatever seeds you planted within them, just know that it's just like the grass is gonna grow. You've done your part. So back up off of it. If you keep going to check on it, again, you're like watching grass grow. Of course it gets frustrating. I'm seeing that this is someone, though, Taurus, for real, specifically. Your hidden energy is the Four of Swords and the Emperor. Take your foot off the gas. Rest. Get some rest and invest in yourself, okay? This is like being the authority figure. I don't know who this is to you. It could be a child of yours, a student of yours. Because I'm seeing some kind of like you're the figure that they look up to. You're the person, the emperor, the person that they look up to, Taurus. But I'm also seeing that they're not listening to you, and it's frustrating you. Get some rest. You can't do anything about it, okay? This is an indication saying you're tired of this, you're frustrated with it. And, I keep bringing up my sister this week. I need to really, really sit down and talk to her. Because my sister always says, when you're feeling like this, take a nap. When things are out of your control, take a nap. And I never understood it. I get older and older and older, and I'm like, she's only a year older than me, but it's kind of like, yeah. That's the best advice somebody can give you. Take a nap. Because if you can't control it, why frustrate yourself constantly? That's like watching grass grow. It's frustrating. You're going to get mad after a while because you're not seeing any progress. So whoever you're pouring into, whoever looks up to you, and you're giving great advice to, just know it's going to take them a minute to get it together, okay? Look at that. I got lipstick on my fingers. Sorry. But yeah, it's going to get better. So give it some time. That's what I have for you, Taurus. I hope you have a beautiful weekend. Thank you so much. Gemini for Friday. All right, let's see, Father. What do you have for Gemini for Friday? Gemini. All right, I felt like that was coming in reverse. The Three of Cups in reverse. Oh, my gosh. Be careful, okay? Because it's giving third-party situations. All right, I don't like to invoke fear. I don't like to invoke suspicions either. Because it's one of them things where it's like, this is suspicious. That you don't need to be going up to your partner saying, who are you cheating on me with? What you doing? Da, 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 da. Don't say just did anything. I'm just telling you what it means. Three of Cups reverse is a third-party situation, okay? It's like three's a crowd. Three of Cups upright, it can mean different things, you know, but I keep all my cards upright, and if it comes reversed, it's for a reason. So Gemini, just be careful that somebody's not trying to put you in a third party situation. Meaning you can't, you might not be the only one. If you're dating, if you're in a relationship, just be careful what you do, and be careful, you know, what you allow someone else to do to you. So that means you don't need to have the wandering eye either, okay? But this could be family, friends, or whatever like that, you know, upright, but for some reason, you know, in reverse. I'm just telling you what the energy means, okay, Gemini? Don't shoot the messenger, because I hate when y'all come in my comments and say, oh, you know, that's negative. I'm not trying to be negative. I can only give you, you can look this stuff up yourself. Everybody got some kind of device or some kind of way to look up information. Three of Cups reverse. Look it up. I'm just the messenger. All right, been doing this for years. I know what the energy looks like too. And I'm warning you too, because it might be a temptation on your end. It might be, if you're in a relationship, it might be a temptation where you're put in a situation where it's giving, what's that song by Erykah Badu? I guess I'll see you next nighttime. Because she said, oh, what you doing? We friends. And I'm in a relationship. You know, because I guess I'll see you next lifetime. You can't do that to me. You can't drop a bomb and say that you like me, knowing that I got somebody. And if you're not in a relationship, just be careful while you're dating, because somebody might not be completely honest about what's going on. Dating is dating, though. You could have multiples. And I'm not saying sleep with everyone. Dating is dating. It's getting to know people. It doesn't have anything to do with your body. Keep that in mind. Your hidden energy is the Knight of Pentacles and the Death card. This is a lot of transitions and a lot of transformations that are happening in your life. And then slowly but surely, whatever this is, it's gonna go away. Okay? It's gonna go away. Because the Knight of Pentacles is like that slow moving energy, and the Death card says, you know, it's gonna end. Whatever it is, it's gonna end. It's gotta come to an end, okay? It comes to an end, all right? Because the third party situation is just not fun for anybody most of the time. It's not a situation where most people desire to be in. Let's be for real. Unless, of course, you're into polygamy or whatever. That's your choice and with your business. But that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing that slowly but surely, whatever this is comes to an end. That's the advice. That's what I have. Have a Cancer for Friday. All right, let's see, Father. What do we have for Cancer for Friday? Cancer for Friday. We got the Two of Swords. What kind of decisions are you trying to make right now that you are not very sure of? The Two of Swords is kind of being blinded to the facts. Oh my gosh, when you can't see things in a physical sense, you have to feel your way through this. And that means using your third eye. This doesn't mean using your emotions. It means put the facts away, put the emotions away, and really get deep down inside on what your gut is telling you. Because your gut tells you a lot. A lot of times we try to ignore our gut feeling. Sometimes our gut is saying, you know, don't go that way, don't go that way, and you'll feel it. That pit of the stomach feeling, I know you guys have felt that. That's almost like when you're getting in trouble. You know, when you're a kid and you know you're about to get in trouble, you know you did something bad, and you have to face your parents or whoever was raising you, that gut feeling, that's what your intuition does to you. It tells you. It's an all-telling thing. So don't ignore your intuition here, because I'm just saying sometimes that you put too much logic into something or too much emotions. But you can't go either or. You got to use that third eye and see what your gut is telling you, because your gut and your body is going to tell you a lot of things. It's going to react to things, okay? Even if you try to push forward through something. 111 on the timer, as I was saying that, which is your intuition. All right? Look it up. 111. Your intuition. Trust your intuitive thoughts, okay? And then we got the Last Judgment, which is the Judgment card, and the King of Pentacles, okay? So that means you have to really be stabilized and really, really be in tune with your body. Be in tune with whatever your religious practice is. Start doing more of it to ground yourself more. This is really being grounded. You can't make decisions off of just emotions. You can't make decisions, confirmation, excuse me. You can't make decisions off of straight logic. You have to make decisions based on what your body's telling you. That means you have to go outside in nature and really find yourself first. Figure out what that feeling feels like first, okay? Nobody can give you that, okay? No one can give you that grounded feeling here. The last judgment is like, maybe judgment needs to be called on a situation and you're hesitating because you're like, but, you're trying to do the pros and cons things. But, maybe they make me happy sometimes. But if they beating you or they lying to you or they're manipulative, all of these things sometimes we try to bargain with ourselves. We try to create situations where, they're getting better or they can't, I don't know why I'm saying this in a relationship sense, but absolutely understand that, you need to really, really ground yourself. The King of Pentacles is a very grounded energy, okay? Anyways, that's what I have for you, Cancer. Ground yourself. Go outside. Be in touch with nature. Be in touch with yourself. Don't allow emotions or people's, problems to impact your decision going forward. That's what I have for you. Have a beautiful, blessed weekend. Leo for Friday. All right, let's see, Father, what do we have for Leo for Friday? Leo. All right, Leo, we have the Seven of Swords. Be careful, be careful, be careful. Oh my gosh. I think you got this yesterday. I'm not, my memory, y'all let me know in the comments if y'all got this yesterday. I'm pretty sure y'all got this yesterday, okay? The Seven of Swords, somebody real sneaky, all right? Be careful because, the enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy. Don't let them steal your joy, all right? Oh, I just got that. I just made that up. Bars, okay? Don't let them steal your joy, though. Like, seriously. Whoever this person is, whatever they're doing, I feel like it's an emotional manipulation. It could be a friend. It could be a family member. It could be a lifelong family member or a friend or whatever. Or it could be a romantic partner. Do not let people puppeteer you, okay? Because I'm just seeing the manipulation, and I'm seeing that it's emotional. They use your good heart, okay? That's what I'm seeing here, Leo. I'm not sure if you got this yesterday, but I am seeing the energy of they're using you emotionally. This is emotional manipulation. They use the fact that you love them so much, that you care so much, that you're so giving, and you got to be careful with that. Your hidden energy is the Queen of Swords and the Eight of Swords. Queen of Swords is one of those boundaries. Get back. Okay, it's not saying that you can't help anybody, and it's not saying that you're a bad person if you don't help them. It's about boundaries. It's about protecting yourself, okay? Because the Queen of Swords, she comes like with her sword up. The original card is she got a sword in her hand, and she's also saying, come on, come here. But if you come too close, or if you do something that I don't really like, I'm going to off with your head. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, y'all. I got this pink lipstick on my fingertips, and it's bothering me in all my readings today. Anyways, the Eight of Swords, though, you're in your head about this, and you know that this person is putting you in your head because you feel the manipulation. You know that it's there. You know that whatever this is not genuine, okay? They can say they love you all they want to, whoever this person is. It's not that they don't love you, so don't put it there. Don't say, oh, okay, they do love me. It's not that they don't love you, but using you, they can love you and still use you. Those two are very, very independent of one another. Be careful, okay, Leo, please. I hate to see the Seven of Swords, especially when it's not your energy. You're not in your head about this. This is somebody doing something to you to put you in your own thoughts. And it doesn't make you a bad person by saying no. That's what I have for you. I hope this information helped and blessed. You have a beautiful, blessed weekend, Leo. Thank you. Virgo for Friday. All right, let's see, Father, what do we have for Virgo for Friday? Virgo, we got the Chariot. Ooh, something's coming in fast and quick. All right, very fast, very quick. Be careful if you're moving around this weekend, because I am seeing driving being associated with this one. All right, this energy is you driving, okay? Make sure that you stay driven, but stay focused. Be aware of your surroundings. I'm not saying that nothing bad's going to happen. Just slow down is what I'm hearing. Slow down, slow down. Stay focused and slow down because, you'll get there. You don't need to rush to get there, okay? Even if you're late, okay? Because I'm hearing if you're late. Oh, look at my eye just did something weird. Y'all, I'm so mad about this pink lipstick that is, the stain is still on my fingertips. But anyways, you will get there. So just trust that and know that, all right? No need to rush because you're on perfect timing. You're not going to miss anything is what I'm hearing, okay? And I'm not saying or predicting that nothing bad is going to happen, okay? So calm down. Don't think that. I'm not saying that. I don't invoke fear, and if I saw that, I would say that, okay? I'm not seeing that. I'm just seeing slow down, okay? Your hidden energy is Temperance and Queen of Wands. Slow down. Balance yourself. Slow down. Temperance is like be patient, be patient, be patient. Temperance is all about patience here, okay? Like I said, you'll get there. You will get there. Be confident in the fact that, you know, you'll get there. Queen of Wands is about that confident energy, that air of, like, you know, even if I'm late, I'm late to the party. I own the room. I command the attention of everyone because everybody's waiting on me. You know, but not in a bad way. This is not you doing this on purpose, but just be confident enough to walk into whatever event or whatever you got going on, even if you're late. Be okay with that. Be at peace with that. Be patient about that. Because I am seeing you go somewhere this weekend. Okay. Going somewhere. You might be a little late. Calm down. It's okay. You'll be all right. Just as long as it's not like a play or nothing. Because, you know, they close the doors and stuff. You know what I mean? They will close the doors on you. And you'll be sitting there until the next act. That's neither here nor there, no. Okay? But just slow down. Be patient. Be patient. Be patient. It's so funny because I said that I saw you driving and I'm over here talking about being patient. And I very rarely see that energy associated with the Chariot. It's all about being focused, being driven. But then that patience card came up to confirm. Okay? Anyways, that's what I have for you, Virgo. I hope you have a beautiful, blessed weekend. Thank you so much. See you next time. Libra for Friday. All right, let's see, Father. What do we have for Libra for Friday? Libra, ooh, the 10 of Wands. You are tired. It's time you get some rest this weekend. I don't care what your obligations are. I don't care if you got to go here, go there, go wherever. It's time you get some rest. You've been obligated to do too many things. 10 of Wands, just so many things. Look at all these things stacked up. It's like I got to do this and I got to do that and I gotta. Maybe you got to go to like graduation and then you got to go to work and then you got to go to see your mom or see your dad and then you got to go to see your aunt. And then you got to go to this birthday party. And then you got to go to this ceremony. And then way too many things you got on your plate right now, Libra. Slow down, okay? Because you're burnt out. You are exhausted off of these obligations. This isn't just work here. Because a lot of times 10 of Wands can mean a lot of work. And you're exhausted because it's a lot of things to do at work. Now that also can be true. But I'm not seeing that for you, Libra. The energy that is very heavy and very loud on this one is you're having a lot of things to do and a lot of obligations to fulfill just because you are who you are. Just because you are that person that's going to be that friend and go to everything that you can to support all the people in your life. But just know that you need that support right now. You need the rest more than anything. I mean, even if you drive from somewhere and say, I'm only going to be there 5 minutes, you end up staying 10 or 20. You still, that drive, going this place, that place. And don't forget, you still got to grocery shop. And don't forget, you still got to go get gas. And don't forget, you still got to maybe get a gift. Pick up with this and pick up some, flowers for that. Whew, I'm getting exhausted just thinking about it. Lots of obligations here this weekend. Get some rest, okay? King of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, be patient with yourself right now because you've done enough for a lot of people. You've sown into their life a lot, okay? Missing one thing, even if it's a big thing, is not a big deal, okay? I'm not saying miss a wedding or anything like big like that, but I'm saying like, little graduation here, little, and I'm not saying little because I'm not saying little to degrade or diminish an accomplishment. I'm saying that person will still appreciate you even if you can't make it, okay? Even if you stop by for 10 minutes, okay? Because the 7 of Pentacles is seeds well planted. That means you've already done enough, all right? So don't feel obligated to do everything, all right? And then the King of Pentacles is just that very stable person, just being grounded with yourself. Anything that pulls you off the ground, anything that makes you kind of wiry, because I'm seeing like wired up, The King of Pentacles comes to say, ground yourself. Get outside a little bit. Stop and feel the breeze, because you're moving around too much. I'm seeing that squirrel from, what's the show called? That movie called Hoodwinked. Anyways, get some rest, Libra. That's what I have. Scorpio for Friday. All right, let's see, Father. What do we have for Scorpio for Friday? Ace of Cups. Time to pour into you. Time to pour into you. Time to pour into you. And I just heard and see what the world gonna do. What? Okay, Father. Time to pour into you and see what the world gonna do. You have a purpose. You got to be driven by that purpose. Pouring into yourself is the best investment that you can make. Oh, thank you, Father. That's beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful, Scorpio. So if you haven't made time for yourself lately, if you haven't stopped, you know, cleaned your house, made it smell like you wanted to smell, eat the things that you want to eat. If you've been pouring into the job and pouring into your kids or pouring into your family members, pouring into your relationship, it's time you pour into you and show the world what you can do, okay? Because what they gonna do towards you as well, because their reaction to you pouring into yourself helps you build your purpose. You know, a lot of people don't understand when it came to kings and queens, a lot of them had to, you know, really have the lavish lifestyle because they had to be the ones that are strong enough to do their day-to-day operations. You know what I'm saying? That mental stuff. So you need to be able to do your day-to-day operations. It's time you pour into you, okay? So you can pour into others. Recharge that battery so you can put out that energy of goodness, okay? Okay, Scorpio, your hidden energy is the Four of Swords and the Fool card. Yes, take a rest before you go out, before you do anything. Rest. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself, okay? Four of Swords. Four Swords. Take care of yourself. Get your naps in. Clean your house, get your naps in, and then show the world what you can do. But yeah, you got to pour that energy in you first. Recharge. I said that before I saw the Four of Swords. Recharge. Yes. Amen. Recharge, Scorpio. All right. Your hidden energy over here with the Fool card. All right. That means, you know, stepping out on faith. But it also, the Fool card can be like, don't do anything crazy right now. Don't do anything, you know, like it's one of those things where like, it's like stay inside until you're ready. You don't have to go until you're ready. And when you're ready, the universe will catch you. Father will catch you when you're ready. But if you're not ready and you're tired and you're not energized in your mental, in your soul, in your spirit, in your body, then you're not ready. And you're just jumping out the window without guided help. But when you really take care of yourself and you can make those good decisions for your own self, you can absolutely lead the people. Okay? That's what I have for you, Scorpio. I hope you have a beautiful, blessed weekend. Thank you. Sagittarius. All right, for Friday. Let's see, Father. What do we have? Oh, that came like, it didn't come out. So it's one of those things where you're still trying to hide from. Here with the Seven of Wands and the Death card, you're trying to stop these transformations from happening. There are a lot of transformations that are happening in your life and it's making you super duper uncomfortable. Okay, I heard super duper. All right, let me show you the cards, you guys. All right, we got the Seven of Wands, which is like that protection, and that Death card, a transformation. You're like, transformation, transform. No, I like who I am. I don't want to. Nope. I like what I'm doing. I like how I react to things. I like how I talk. But it's not a bad thing, okay? Just because the Father's trying to take you from that caterpillar stage to that butterfly stage is not a bad thing. That means old things have to die out. Old habits, old people, old, you know, stuff. So there's no reason to protect yourself so much from this new thing. All right, the new thing is a blessing. It's amazing. It's a blessing for sure. And if you've been seeing butterflies lately, this is your sign. This is your indication. Look up what the butterfly colors mean too, because each color means a different thing. All right. Ooh, confirmation. But the Seven of Wands is you trying to protect yourself from that. You're like, I don't want to. And the Death card is like, look, I got to take this away from you. If you want this new life and you want to live in a beautiful way, I'm trying to help you. All right. So let me help you by taking that from you. All right. Because it's not always about what makes you comfortable. The best part about transforming is that it's uncomfortable. You think the caterpillar feels good when it's in the cocoon and it has to separate itself from the rest of society? It's uncomfortable and probably lonely, but it's necessary, all right? Because the beauty that comes from that is amazing. So, butterfly, transformations, transitions, definitely. Your hidden energy is the Lovers and the Knight of Wands. This has to do with your love life too. And your passions. So both are actively transforming at the same time. And I can understand why two things operating at the same time, changing at the same time is uncomfortable. So you're trying to stabilize one while the other one is still going. The Lovers, that's your love life, definitely improving. It's changes that are happening. You might not like all the changes, but it has to happen that way. And then we got the Knight of Wands. These are your passions. These are your aspirations. These are your dreams. Changing too. You might have written down a plan and you felt like, oh, I'm going to name this company this. And I've been working on this for 3 or 4 years. And then now you're like, I don't know. I want to change it, but then I'd have to change everything about the brand. Do it. The transformation is important. It means a brand new you. Anyways, that's what I'm hearing from Father. I hope this information helped and blessed. Thank you so much, Sagittarius. Have a beautiful, blessed weekend. Thank you. Capricorn for Friday. Let's see, Father, what do we have? Oh, that came over quick. And I'm going to take what came with it, okay? King of Pentacles and Knight of Pentacles. Ooh, I love to see Pentacles. First off, they came like it's whatever you're working on as far as your business, stay consistent, stay consistent, stay consistent. The consistency is absolutely going to pay off. Even if you feel like, oh, I'm not getting enough likes, I'm not getting enough people coming in, I'm not getting enough attention on myself, keep going, keep going, keep going, because that consistency is going to pay off, okay? Knight of Pentacles is that routine work. Everything that you're doing is guided, and it's absolutely going to pay off. The King of Pentacles is all about that business that's just thriving, okay? And that finance is coming in, being the big boss, the big CEO. But the Knight of Pentacles means that sometimes it does happen slowly, but it happens off consistency, that routine work, that every day. If you are the type of person that go live at the same time every day. I don't go live anymore. I have a lot of things going on in my life. But I consistently post. So it's one of those things where you got to consistently do it. You know, the first time I was posting, it'd be like, oh, only people like it was my mom and my sister, you know, a little bit of this. And now I got thousands of followers here, thousands of followers. I got 5 platforms. One on the time as I say that. Trust your intuition. Keep going. If your intuition says that it's not going to fail, it's not going to fail. Okay, because as I'm giving my testimony, thank you, Father, I'm able to give my testimony and say this, okay, getting to the point real quick, that consistency does pay off, all right? So keep going, keep going, keep going, keep posting, because I got thousands, I'm telling you, thousands, so many comments and stuff, I can't even keep up, because on one platform, they're like, oh, you don't respond over here, you don't respond over there. 5 platforms, can you imagine how many comments that is? So when you slowly get there, it's like you start to really realize how much it takes to stay there. And it only gets bigger from there. All right, trust me, coming from a person who knows. Your hidden energy is the 6 of Swords and the 9 of Pentacles. Moving on to calmer waters, things are getting better in your business, in your whole life. Everything, your finances are improving. 9 of Pentacles is all about, that money that you can do and buy the little things. It's the small things that you just like, oh, okay, I can go to the store and buy whatever I want. I take care of me. That's financial stability within self. All right, 9 of Pentacles. This is all Pentacles. It's all money here. It's all finances. It's all material gains. But it only comes from consistency of your purpose and what you want to do. Whatever it is, make sure you can't leave it alone. I don't know why I'm testifying. Thank you, Father. I guess it's safe to tell my story. But the 6 of Swords, meaning that things are getting better. Things will improve. All right. Things are moving on to calmer waters. You're going to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Just stay consistent. Stay consistent. That's what I have for you. I hope this encourages you. And I hope you have a beautiful, blessed weekend. Thank you so much, Capricorn. Thank you. Aquarius for Friday. All right. That came out quick. 10 of Swords. What just happened here? What just happened? It looks like you had to leave something alone or leave someone alone. Okay? Maybe you walked away. Maybe they walked away. But it's an ending here. And, I mean, even if you walked away from a job, I'm seeing that, it's one of those things that produces sadness, grief, but happiness at the same time. It's bittersweet. It's bittersweet. It's a bittersweet moment. Like if you change jobs or whatever, bittersweet. That's an ending, but it led to a new beginning and you freed yourself, whatever. Or maybe they let you go and that's what happens. It makes you feel like, man, that sucks. But now I get to do things that I want to do. Now I can focus on other things. If it's a relationship, same thing. It's like it might have ended, but it's one of those things, whoever ended it could have been you, could have been them. But whatever it is, it gives that sadness of like, dang, that sucks that it happened. But now I can find true love. Now I can find, love within myself and then find somebody that loves me just like I love. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you're not compatible with people. No matter how much love is there, the compatibility has to be there as well. And those endings come as blessings, trust. And that has to do with compatibility in a job as well. As much as you might like the job or they might like you, if you're not compatible to, if it's not compatible to your lifestyle, say you have to pick up your kid every day or it's a struggle to drive that far every day. Sometimes it comes as a blessing, okay? Your hidden energy is the 5 of Swords and the Devil card. Dang. You really dodged the bullet here. Whatever it was, whatever it is, it's a dodged bullet here, okay? Somebody walks away. 5 of Swords is that like competition, that competitive nature. And somebody said, you know what? I'm not even going to fight for this anymore. It's not worth it no more. And then the Devil card. You dodged the bullet. This was not good for you anyways. Like I just said. I said all of that to confirmation. This was not good for you anyways. Whatever it is. Whoever it was or whatever it is. It was not good for you anyways. And so, a blessing in disguise for sure. All right. Oh my gosh, this pink on my fingertips is just, it's my lipstick, y'all. Okay, anyways, yeah, walking away though. Just walking away. It's one of those weekends where it might be a little, you know, it's not going to be sad, but it's not going to be happy either. It's like, you know, trying to get to the point of acceptance that, you know, it had to happen this way. I feel like you feel that way already, but it's one of those things where it's just kind of like, that sucks, but I'm happy that I don't have to deal with that anymore or whatever that is, you know? Anyways, that's what I have for you, Aquarius, my Aquas. I hope this information helped and blessed. Make sure you still get some rest throughout this process because it does sometimes make you worry and get less sleep, all right? Make sure you get some rest, please, 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 my Aquas. I will see you all next week. Have a beautiful, blessed weekend. Pisces for Friday. All right, let's see, Father, what do we have for Pisces for Friday? I thought that was going to turn over. Pisces for Friday. Ooh, Ace of Cups. All right. I'm just hearing that the sun comes out again for you, okay? The sun comes out again. You start to feel the love. You start to feel that love and that genuine love, that self-care, that self-love that you're projecting on everyone. You're just kind of like bubbling over with love and joy here, okay? I'm seeing you kind of like feeling like, all right, today is a good day. Today is going to be great. If not, I'm going to make it great because I love myself so much. I see you looking at yourself in the mirror, Pisces, and saying, woo, I look good today. I'm feeling good today. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm just hearing I feel good today. I look good today. And that absolutely helps. All right? Whether or not you think so or not, that when you look yourself in the mirror in the morning time or whatever time you wake up or whatever time you look in that mirror, listen. And you tell yourself that you look good and you feel good, oh my gosh, the confidence that exudes off of you, okay? People notice and they feel it too, all right? So I'm feeling it. I'm feeling myself here. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling my. Your hidden energy is the sun and the King of Pentacles. That stable energy comes in. Look, I said the sun comes out. Shut the front freaking door. And I didn't even see the hidden energy. Y'all know I don't make nothing up. I don't make nothing up with that Ace of Cups right here. I said the sun finally comes out. That was what my third eye saw and everything. And then I saw it on the card like, oh yeah, that makes sense. But actually getting the sun card after that, Father doesn't, I don't make this up. Father got y'all for real. The sun comes out, the good feelings, the joy, the feeling good today. All right, let's go on I mean, the weather might not be great, but it's great inside, all right? That storm is over right now, all right? You passed some tests. You feel good. All right. The King of Pentacles. That is very, very stable energy. You're stable today. Emotionally feeling fulfilled. You might even feel financially great about today. Like, oh man, I whatever I want today, I'm going to get. The Midas touch. Whatever I touch turns to gold. Whoever I talk to, that charisma is turned on to 1,000, okay? Be careful what you do with it, because the Midas touch, you know what I mean? Y'all ever seen that story or watched that, read that story? The Midas touch can be a dangerous thing. But I'm loving the confidence. I love the exuding confidence and the self-love and self-care that's coming off. All right, that energy is beautiful. The sun, oof, I'm still astonished by that, all right? I'm the reader and I'm still like, whoa, Father is good, all right? I hope this information helped and bless Pisces. Have a beautiful, blessed weekend, and I will see you on Monday.